What is up, rat mommies and daddies? Today brings me to just something wonderful. Madam Web. Now, if you've watched the trailers for this movie, you already knew it would be bad. I watched it back in preparation for this video. The editing on it looks better than the editing in the movie itself. I'm just gonna say that right out the bat. And yeah, even the camera work, there's lines in there that aren't used. We still have the welcome to the land of the living, which is not even the most cringe one in the movie, I will say. So it's safe to say right off the bat, this was just not a good movie. But I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and tell you what it's all about right now. So, starts out, stop creaking, chair. I wanted to put my leg up. Oh yeah, I'm sick right now. It's currently 4 in the afternoon. I've been sleeping all day. That's why I have the energy to do this right now. Wish I could have gotten it out a couple days ago, though. I got the It's Madorbin Time meme one out. It's kind of funny, I guess. But, starts out, they're in the Amazon rainforest in Peru. And it's her mom and the villain of the movie. I don't even know this guy's name. I could look it up. I don't want to, because they might not. I don't even know if they say her name. And so it's the main girl's mom, and she is, and it's like the 70s, 73, I think. They're looking for the spider that could cure all diseases. And she has this wonderful line where she's like, "Oh, the baby is not wanting me to do this now, but I have to push through," with just horrible acting. That's the first of many lines in this movie that I'm gonna be like, man, that was bad. Bad. So, they're there, and then the main villain of the movie is helping her. And then they go. He just leaves for a minute. She comes out. "I found it! I found it!" And then the villain shoots everybody, including her, in the belly, where she's pregnant with her baby, and leaves her to die, and takes the spider, because, you know, I don't know. So then, she gets rescued by the spider people, which are like spider people, or like the monkey people, I don't know. They call them something. The red spiders, and they wore Spider-Man suits in Peru. And she heals her, but she dies giving birth to the baby, who is the main character of the story, Cassandra Webb. They call her Cassie, though. So the movie kicks off. The main part of it. Oh yeah, the opening title sequence. I think it's in like Times New Roman or something. It's not. This movie had a budget of $80 million. I'm gonna point this out. The creator had a budget of $80 million and was the best looking movie of last year, except maybe for Oppenheimer. But that looked, for visual effects, it was the best looking movie of the entire year. No questions asked. So, that probably sounded weird. So they So she is like she's a paramedic, she's working, and she dies in this accident. But she sees visions of the future, and she's like, what did I see? I thought I was dead. And then, the dude says, welcome to the land of the living. Which was just terrible. Horrible line. Adam Scott's a great actor, by the way. That was bad. Though none of the acting is good in this. Yummy. Like my cup I got at it, though. At Cinemark. It's a Ghostbusters. It's pretty dope. So, when I'm not sick, I'm gonna go see One Love, though. Make a review for it, because I was pretty hyped for that. And then Dune 2, of course. But, so, she is welcomed to the land of the living. And Cassie, she sees that one of the paramedics is gonna die. And then he does. She's like, what's going on? Oh no. Now we get introduced to the villain, who is this spider guy. And by the way, there's no... How is... I don't know how it is, because when he acts, it's like he's always turned around, you don't see his mouth moving, or he's looking, you don't see his mouth moving. It's like...
Welcome to the land of the living, my bro. I am a good actor, my guys. This editing is perfect.
So, that was odd, to say the least, and another terrible editing job. I think this movie could sweep the Razzies. Honestly, it should. But he's like, I'm seeing the future, and it's where these 3 or 4 spider women kill me. In the most horrible... Oh yeah, there's no spider people in this except for the villain. We get 5 minutes total. I'm just pointing this out. I'm already saying off the bat you shouldn't go see this movie. Or maybe you should and just be with me on how horrible and just cringe every scene was. And it was hilariously bad, I will say. But, and then she meets these 3 girls on the train. Another great line, New York is a whole level of crazy these days. Then, it happens twice. New York is a whole level of whole new level of crazy these days. And, so she's seeing the future where they're gonna die. She takes these 3 girls off, which one is Sydney Sweeney, who's like this kind of... She's very highly sexualized, and she's also a minor in this movie, so those 2 things don't go well together. She's got very short skirt. It's like the shy schoolgirl. It's horrible. It's just terrible. I wish they would not have gone with that. I bet that would be cool if I have it like there. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? You can barely see it, which is great. I'm gonna have to do that next time. What's up in the hood, my dudes? I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm getting sidetracked so easily. And I'm sorry. But so there. Oh, another good line. That's what's trying to kill you. When they see the spider up on the roof, and They run. They're like, oh, why are you doing this? And they go to a forest. And they have this talk, and she leaves them there. Even though they're stupid teenagers. And then she leaves to go find something, and then they go to this diner where they start dancing on a table for some boys. And it's not even dancing, it's like... And they're like pulling their skirts up and all that, their shirts, and tying them up. It's horrible. They really tried to make the most out of that Sydney Sweeney casting. There are probably two big things that are helping this movie get any money. There are two big things on Sydney Sweeney. So, Cassie sees a vision of the girls getting killed, and she goes to the diner, runs a taxi into it, and rescues them. They go to a motel, and she teaches them how to do CPR, and the Mexican one is like, my family got deported. Except it was really weird, and it felt racist. But that was the hardest I've laughed in the theater all year. I'm sorry. So she teaches him how to do CPR. And then it's gonna come back. Then she flies to Peru in what's like 3 days. Goes and finds the spider people there. And they tell her about her powers. And she goes back. And they meet the bad guy. And have a big fight on this with this tax. Oh yeah, Peter Parker is given birth to in this movie by Emma Roberts, the best actress or actor in this film. Has like 2 lines, and one of them is either I just peed or I'm having Peter. The writing is just that good. So they save him. Her and him and Uncle Ben, who's played by Adam Scott. So terrible, because that tie-in doesn't even work if you think about it. But then they have the fight with the bad guy on the roof, and it's like she gets blinded, but she finds her vision where her powers get revealed, and it's the most underwhelming thing ever. It saves them and kills the bad guy. And they're like, I was thinking at the end there would be a thing where someone goes, Madam, and she's like, say that again, like fan four stick, where it's fantastic. Say that again. It's fantastic. Yes, it is. That's one of the worst scenes ever, honestly. But the movie ends, she's blind, but she has her powers. And somehow the 3 girls get powers eventually. And yeah. So, for cinematography, I'm going to give this a 15 out of 100. Mostly because I have sympathy, I'm giving it a whole 15. Some of the worst I've ever seen. Editing was a 5. They put digital cuts and zooms and digital... It was horrible. Some of the worst editing I have ever seen. For the themes, I don't think there are any. Except maybe moms shouldn't get deported. And for... what else is there? music was terrible. Some of the worst mixing for like fight scenes I've ever heard. The score wasn't good. The acting was horrible. So that's like a 5 out of 100. Then the dialogue is just terrible. The writing, horrible. I'm not even scoring them anymore. I am just saying they are just terrible. Costume design was not good. Overall, I'm going to give this a 9.3. No, that's too good. I'm going to give it I score out of 100s. It's because we wanted to be unique, me and Jesse, which, I don't know. Where are you, buddy? Make a review. You're not sick. Or concussed. My head's not doing good. But, so, what should I get? I'm going to give it a 6.2. I'm giving it a little sympathy because I think Dakota Johnson in it is okay. At the most. At the best, like very, very okay. And I had a fun experience. I did laugh a lot. This is almost so bad that it's good. You know, if they put it back in theaters for its 50th anniversary, I'd go see it. Have a laugh at how terrible the movies may be all like that. The next 50 years, you never know. That might be the thing. So bad that it's good. But, so yeah. Was it 6.8 out of 100? Which, if you're doing it by like stars, it's like nothing. So, goodbye, rat mommies and dad. Oh, one thing. My Dune review, I'm going to have one for the movie, the first one. I'm going to have one for the book. My bad. I just farted. Kind of stinky. I'm going to have one for the book. I'm going to have one for the movie. And I finished Dune Messiah. I'm going to have one for that. That'll probably be after the first movie. Then Dune Messiah. Then I'll see the second movie. We'll review that. And then probably Children of Dune, which I'm reading right now. And then I'll slowly go through God Emperor, Heretics, and Chapter House. Because I'm reading through all those. I want to put a review out. Goodbye, rat mommies and daddies. Bye!